If you find yourself feeling sad for no reason, I want you to hear this. You're not being dramatic. You're not weak. You might be carrying the weight of depression. And it's a burden no one should carry alone. For so many women, depression doesn't look like what we see in the movies. It often hides behind a smile. So many of us are taught to be strong, to be caregivers, to push through no matter what. We learn to function while suffering silently. We take care of our families, we excel at our jobs, we show up for our friends, all while feeling completely empty and hollow on the inside. It's a quiet, invisible battle. So, what causes this? Well, it can be a mix of things. Hormonal shifts throughout our lives can play a huge role. The immense pressure and chronic stress from work, family, and just life in general can trigger it. Past trauma, big or small, can leave lasting scars. Sometimes, it's simply burnout from giving too much of yourself for too long. Depression shows up in sneaky ways. Maybe you've lost interest in hobbies that once brought you joy. That book you couldn't put down now collects dust. Maybe you feel tired all the time, a bone-deep exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. Speaking of sleep, you might find yourself sleeping way too much or barely at all, staring at the ceiling for hours. You might feel a strange numbness, like you're watching your life from behind a glass wall. Or you might find yourself crying suddenly, without even understanding why the tears are falling. It can feel confusing and isolating. One of the cruelest parts of depression is how it twists our thoughts. We start to blame ourselves. We think, maybe I'm just lazy. Or, I have so much to be thankful for. I shouldn't feel this way. Or, maybe I'm just not a grateful person. But let's be crystal clear. Depression is a real, legitimate medical condition. It's an illness, not a character flaw or a sign of personal failure. You wouldn't blame yourself for having the flu, and you shouldn't blame yourself for this. So, what can we do? How do we start to find the light again? It starts with small, gentle steps. First, try to move your body for just 10 minutes every day. It doesn't have to be an intense workout. A simple walk around the block, stretching in your living room, or dancing to your favorite song can make a difference. Movement releases endorphins and can gently lift your mood. Second, talk to someone. Find a person you trust, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a partner. Just saying the words, "I'm not okay" out loud can lift a tremendous weight. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to let someone in. Third, set tiny, achievable goals. When you're depressed, even getting out of bed can feel like climbing a mountain. So, be kind to yourself. Focus on one small task a day. Maybe today, it's just taking a shower. Tomorrow, it might be making your bed. The day after, it could be replying to one email. These small victories build momentum and help you reclaim a sense of control. And finally, if you have the means, please consider seeking therapy. Talking to a professional can be life-changing. A therapist can give you tools, strategies, and a safe space to unpack everything you're feeling without judgment. It's one of the most powerful investments you can make in your own well-being. I want to end with this. Your pain is valid. Your feelings are real. You are not alone in this struggle, and you absolutely deserve to feel joy, peace, and light in your life again. Taking that first step is the hardest part, but it's a step toward healing. Thanks for watching. Please take care of yourself.